Hey there, it's nighttime and our house is quiet, so I thought I'd take a moment and show you what seeds that we plan on planting this spring and summer. Now, I do think we might be adding a couple more depending on a couple of different things, but I'll just walk you through. It's a little bit easier to show you this on video than it is to type it all up on a blog post. Now, we ordered all of our seeds this year so far from Baker Creek Seed, and that's all in this bag. And then last year we had seeds from Baker Creek, Incredible Seeds, and then we actually were able to save a lot of seeds. So I'll go through all that, but we'll start with the Baker Creek. So I'll get that open. Okay. So the first thing, we're going to be doing celery. We've been watching and reading up on this a lot, and I'm really excited to be growing that. Celery, tender crisp. Looks really exciting. Next, we didn't grow parsley last year. I don't know how we missed it, but we didn't. So this year we'll be adding parsley to our herbs. Last year we also had to pick up our pea seeds at Tractor Supply Company. So they were organic, but they weren't heirloom because all the heirloom seeds were sold out last January. So this year I ordered our seeds in November, I think, and I got the Alaska pea seeds, and I'm really excited. They look really good, and the reviews were incredible. And then we're doing a Marglobe Supreme tomato. They're nice and big tomatoes. Last year we did the black crim, and they were good, but they did split a lot. So we're going to try these. They're supposed to be a really good slicing tomato, just a good eating tomato. And we're also going to be trying our hand at melons. This is Hale's Best melon, and the inside's like pink with like a really fun inside and green outside. It's kind of like a cantaloupe, a little bit. Cantaloupe watermelon. Then our carrots this year are the Kuroda long 8-inch. We did really like our carrots last year from Incredible Seed, but because I was ordering all from Baker Creek this year, I just went ahead and ordered these from Baker Creek. Then we're going to be doing Emerald Giant peppers. Our peppers last year from Incredible Seed stunk, so we only had one Serrano pepper plant actually produce at all. So we are trying these, and it's kind of like a darker pepper, which I'm excited about. Then this is new too. These are parsnips, and these are going to be exciting because you kind of plant these in the spring and then don't harvest them to the fall. So a little bit similar to a carrot potato taste, but the planting, you plant it once and don't harvest it for a long while. So those will be interesting. We're also trying bok choy, which we're excited about. My son actually picked those to order. And then the Dixie Golden Tomato. These are a large yellow tomato. Last year we had these teeny tiny, like literally like that big, yellow currant tomatoes. And they were exciting, but a pain in the rear to pick. So these are a nice big yellow tomato. And then every time you order from Baker Creek, they send along a free packet of seeds. So they sent some red romaine. We're going to be trying their beets, a little bit different. I still have, I believe, beets from last year too, so we'll be doing both. These seeds are a little bit bigger, which makes me think our beets might be a little bit bigger variety. And then we're going to be doing some Italian pepperoncini, so we can pickle those. My husband and my sons love them, so I thought those would be fun. We didn't grow rosemary either, so we're adding that to our herbs. And sage, nice sage broadleaf. Then leeks. I love potato leek soup. Oh, it's so good. So this will be added into our other onions, and I'm really excited about that. Our Jack Be Little, I just figured it's much easier to grow these than to purchase them in the fall. So these will actually be grown out front, and we'll show you that more as we get going. Then basil. Last year I ordered dwarf basil, and it ended up, the plant wasn't dwarf, the leaves were about that big, about a centimeter maybe, not even in length. So picking was tedious, and our crop was piteous. Well, anyway, so we're moving on. Then I got some bee balm, which I'm excited to try and use that. Our tomato Amish paste. Went with these. The reviews were pretty convincing to not go with San Marzano, so we're trying the Amish paste. Then zinnias to attract bees and to add some color, which is always good. Don't forget your flowers with your vegetables because you want to bring in your bees. Then we're doing a salad blend. I thought that looked really nice. I love red lettuce. And then zucchini. Also, our zucchini last year from Incredible Seeds stunk really bad. So I definitely wanted to get a different brand for zucchini. And that's what led me to start looking at Bigger Creek. Cucumbers, we're doing the Mark It More. So I'm excited. They're just a regular slicing cucumber. And then kale. I convinced my husband to let me try kale. He thinks it's bunny food, but I absolutely love the taste. I really do. And then this is super, super, super awesome. We still out, when you first walk into the garden to the left, there's still some rocky soil. Quinoa actually does really well. We had heard that you weren't allowed to grow it, but you are. We bought the seeds. Quinoa cherry vanilla. Doesn't that sound awesome? We'll give it a try. And then we have some jalapenos. We're doing a perpetual spinach Swiss chard. That's brand new. Our spinach last year didn't do so well, but Swiss chard has a very similar taste, but its growing season is about 20 times the length. Literally, you get Swiss chard every week. And then we're going to be trying some sugar baby watermelons. These aren't large watermelons, which we don't have a huge yard. So it's an icebox size watermelon. 6 to 10 pound melons. So, you know, with heirloom seeds, sometimes they're bigger and sometimes they're smaller. Excuse me while I give you a view of the orange. So then these are seeds that are from last year. And I do store all my seeds in the refrigerator. That was a tip from my good friend's husband. So in here we've got, it looks like some sunflower, some starlights. I love the sunflowers. Those are great to plant by your beans because you can have the beans grow up the sunflowers. They're so sturdy. Then we have some snow peas still that we have, so we'll be growing those. I also saved them, and then these are pole beans, and we saved all of these seeds. So the dark ones are the purple pole beans, and these are regular pole beans. I like pole beans so much more. They're just really convenient to pick. Now, we did have artichokes that they're perennial, so they'll come back. So we'll see how they do. We actually got 2 artichokes last year, which in the first year is pretty awesome. And so we'll see if we'll plant more. We might not. And I think, I don't know what else is in this bag, but some other little things. And here we've got beets, more Swiss chard, a whole bunch of good stuff. I could open it up really quick. Hold on. I open it with my mouth. I should have opened these beforehand. Anyway, saving seeds is really fun. It's totally kind of the opposite of gardening because instead of getting your plant to grow, you're getting it to die and give you the seeds. So yes, early wonder beets. The radishes, which I actually saved radish seeds. Cabbage. Oh, I'm going to master these babies this year. I am determined to grow and eat cabbage. And it could just be we had a bad batch of seeds too. This is the rainbow Swiss chard. Oh, it was so good last year. So that will go rainbow Swiss chard and the regular Swiss chard. These were awesome. This is what really turned me on to Baker Creek. It's their Japanese eggplant. So they're like these cool fingerling eggplant. Fenguyan. Purple eggplant. But they're really cool. They're nice, long, thin eggplants. Really good if you don't like the eggplant. And then we save some of our own pickling cucumber seeds. So that's what's in here. So the good thing about saving your own seeds is that your seeds become more used to your seasons and your climate. So like we are zone 6, so our plants are going to become more used to growing in zone 6. And I think that was part of the problem with Incredible Seeds. They're a Canadian company, so while some things did well, again, their seeds are used to colder springs and falls and a shorter growing season. So having to adapt to zone 6 was a little different. These are marigolds. These were dwarf marigolds that we did get from Incredible Seeds that ended up becoming bushes. I mean, they were just mammoth. They took over. And then we have some chives, oregano, basil, the little dwarf basil. I guess I'll plant it because I still have it. But again, it was not anything to write home about last year. And again, I'm showing you the oranges. I'm sorry. So in this envelope, we've got, I didn't think I saved any tomato seeds, but we got some canning tomatoes, the black creme, and I bet some currant tomatoes. Yeah, there's those currants. Well, we'll plant one. They are fun, but there's the serranos, which did really well. The purple beauty sweet peppers, we got like 3, and they were about that big. They weren't exciting. And here's our snow peas. I did save our own seeds, so I marked them, I saved them, and they should grow. We had so many snow peas last year that was just incredible. And this, I believe, is lettuce. I didn't mark it, so that's why I think it's lettuce. that I had saved. And I will hopefully do videos on how to save your seeds. Here's some Yugoslavian red lettuce that we still have seeds for. Lettuce is just incredible when you buy the seed because you normally get so many seeds in the packet. You could just grow it forever. This is dill. We saved dill seed. We have a ton. And the dill planted itself. It grew itself. Little transplant plant. And we just have dill like crazy. Then this is really cool. This is the last thing I'll show you, I think. These are radish pods, so we let one of our radishes go to seed, and this is what the seed pod looks. And in this pod, there are just tons of little radish seeds. The cool thing is, before they dry out, they're edible and they taste very similar to a radish. But a lot of people made fun of us because we grew so many radishes last year. And you know what? I'll tell you something. We have been enjoying those radish tops. I blanched them and I pureed them and I froze them in ice cube trays. I toss them into soups. I toss them in when I'm making quinoa. We've been eating them. One of the most things we've eaten. And this year, I'm not even growing radishes for the radishes. I'm growing them for the radish tops. These are some pie pumpkin seeds. We went on a field trip and the pumpkin that they gave us to take home was a pie pumpkin. We canned it all and it was delicious. I actually personally don't like pumpkin, but my husband and kids love it. So I'm hoping to get better at eating it. But so I did save a couple of seeds, not too many because I don't want a whole yard full of pumpkins, but I figured a couple would be fun to try. So now you can see it all spread out. I made a big mess, but those are our seeds for this year. Like I said, we might be ordering a couple of more plants. I'm not sure. I did order these back in November and I did draw out. I'll show you really quick. This is kind of a long video. I've already drawn out our map for what we're growing. So we got our strawberries, our berries, you know, our leaves. I did a video on where everything will be growing, but I've already got it. The biggest change is last year our tomatoes were all in this section and this year they're switching to the front section. So it'll be a little bit different because last year our garden kind of gradually got taller and this year you'll have the tomatoes starting off right from the patio. So a little bit different and we've obviously cleared more space, but we're really excited and soon we're going to be planting our first seeds. Definitely going to try for those cabbages again. So if you have any good cabbage tips or broccoli tips, please, please, please let me know. But until then, thanks for watching On the Road to Motherhood. Have a great night. Bye.